Good day. So today, my team and we decided to look at our problem statement of the Interbank Office mailbox. And our problem is that we want to create a better customer experience. So we use the dynamic systems thinking frameworks in order to help us get to a resolution for our problems. So what the team has done is we have got together and we have pasted all our various problems that we are faced um, into various groupings and to determine leverage points for our team. So the team has come and they've given their problems and also solutions that they could think of, and they've placed that on the board. So the first one, for example, is whether it's an incoming or outgoing payment. What are the tools needed? Are we reading our queries? What are the root causes? Over here, what are the expected SLAs? Where do we escalate things to? And based on our diagram, we found that we have four major leverage points because we grouped all our similar tickets together. So our first leverage point would be then escalations. Where do we escalate matters to? Then we also have bank changes, which will be your next leverage point. Last one is also the service level agreements. And then lastly, we have the investigations. So then we've drawn the various links to the tickets. So basically, an example of one is if there's a positive link between reading queries and keeping track of follow-ups and responsibilities, but then there's a negative one in terms of if we don't keep track and follow up, we have a negative experience on the expectations and the resultant feedback that we need to provide. So those are how we linked the various scenarios to that. And then what the team has decided then together, we decided that we'll be focusing on the investigations to determine, and we found that the investigations would help us to resolve other problems like the bank growth. And if we improve on our investigations as a leverage point, the bank changes wouldn't be that much because the team would know exactly what to look out for, how to find the answer. We would know exactly where to escalate matters to then finally get a better customer experience. So this is how we got to this stage. Thank you. We also found, as we discussed it as a team, we found the archetype as well as fixes that fail. So we would, for example, then say that if we just escalate all matters without doing a thorough investigation, that would be a short-term solution, as the escalation would not really deliver a better customer experience because it creates an unintended consequence of the fact that we will just be playing a mailbox and just sending it on to the next person to deal with. So we're not really resolving the customer's query. So that's why we felt that, like I say, once again, we felt that the investigations was one of the most important leverage points that we will be focusing on to determine a solution.